Okay, apparently people can see me. I am not seeing anything. Except a flat screen. Let me try something here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Come on, people. Getting a black screen. Okay. Oh, I haven't done this for a while, and well, I've very seldom done this. I know someone's trying to watch me, and I am trying to get my video to work right. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay. I am showing a straight screen. And I am not seeing anything. And let me check something else. Okay, I can't. You have to let me know what the volume is, and you should be seeing a screen. And let's go ahead and see if I actually have this working now. New game. Let me know if you guys are hearing me. And that because I don't know what my audio's like, because if I can turn it on, I guess, temporarily. Okay. Okay, everything's working. Good. And that. So what I'm basically doing is this is the beta of the new enhanced version of Pathfinder Kingmaker. As any of you who've seen me before know, I'm a huge fan of it. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and start a new game and go right in. Beneath Stolen Lands is not available yet, even though it shows up here. As soon as it becomes available, I will probably do either a Let's Play or a live stream of it. It's probably very live streamable. But let's go ahead and just create a new character and see how far we can go. So we will do everything on normal. And we will create a new character. Next. And I like to do custom photos. Let's see if that's working. Some people have had problems with this. If it doesn't work, then we'll just do a standard. It was working during my testing. Yay, it works. Let's just go ahead and do that one. Okay. So we'll make that a human, female. I think that's all I have for longish hair. I do wish they had a few more hairstyles and faces. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. And the color is actually a fairly good match. And we'll stick with the standard body type and the face. That's close enough. Okay, next. What's new in here is they've added the prestige class of Aldori Sword Lord, which is one of the things I guess I could do is work my way towards Undali Sword Lord. They also added Slayer. The problem with Slayer right now is that they're completely naked. And I'm not comfortable streaming a completely naked character, so let us go ahead and... Well, anyone who watched the live stream saw a lot of how to build an Aldori Sword Lord. But, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try to build a Sword Lord. So let's go ahead and do a fighter. And I always forget to change the colors up here. And don't like that. Okay. And I'll show you some other neat new stuff we can do here. So we'll do an Aldori Defender. And we're human, so that'll work. So we're going to need at least a 13 intelligence. We want a high dex. Oh, not on strength. Dex. Okay. So we want some in charisma. Let's go ahead and put some in charisma. Some in constitution. Gives us 2 more points. I'm going to stick the extra 2 into strength just because a little extra carrying capacity never hurt anybody. So I think that should mostly work. Now we do need specific skills. We'll need persuasion, perception, mobility, and lore. I think those are the 4 we'll be able to check here in a minute. So next. I guess we won't be able to check in a minute. Want weapon finesse. Want weapon focus on what's it called? Dueling sword. Dueling sword, that's what we want. I didn't know you could get that this early. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. With dueling sword. Okay, so next. Let's see. She looks sort of reserved. We'll give her a reserved voice. And we shall name her Jessalyn. And we will make her, I want to make her lawful. Let's go with lawful neutral. And let's pick a random birth date for her. Okay, next.
Let us bide our time.
No pet mammoth. I do like the pet mammoths. I do like pets a lot. But, in fact, I think I think I'm going to restart my Let's Play, and I think I'll do a pet-based summoner types. I have an idea for it, and but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we are good there. So I think now I've already reported this. This is a beta, so there are some besides the nakedness, you'll see occasionally stuff where their text isn't coming through clear, or isn't their localization file doesn't have the proper text in it, and then we'll get this unknown key type stuff. So I'm not sure what that ability actually is, but it lets one enemy creature within weapon range for whatever it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and complete, and we will get our intro. If you guys want, I can read the text if that's the way you want it. I don't mind doing that.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Yeah, an all-pet party would be interesting to run. That's why I'm thinking of doing a summoner pet combo. So they'd have their summon creature and then be summoning in lots of other things. So
where are they? This is taking forever. They didn't even say what this was for. Just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
So Tengil, you have basically an army of mammoths to do your fighting? Does anyone like him?
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
I'm not going to do all the conversation options just because most of you have probably seen this intro like 5 billion times. So we're just going to take the quick path. It's as clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
We sure will. Just wait. We've plenty of great feats in store.
I have no doubt. Kind of related, I wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Not a bad plan. It's settled then. I'll accomplish the feats and you'll write them down.
Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Okay, now we're going to show you one of the features I'm really glad they put in. And you can't see the text because, again, it's localization. But if I click this and this, their hat and backpack disappears. I did find them both annoying. I am glad they can go away now. So that's one of the first things we're going to do. So we've got studded leather and a dueling sword. So let's go ahead and trigger the assassins. Oh, there's Cassie. Is that how you say it? That's right. She's actually in the intro, even though you don't get to have her as a companion until later on in the narrative. I'm not sure how soon you get her, because I only got her in the added on later in a game I was playing.
Help!
What is going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers, or we'll all be cut down one by one.
Enemy near. A
Really?
solid plan.
They just don't make assassins like they used to. Okay. So yes, that added. So we're actually got +4 on the damage. We're +6 to hit. I think we're in good shape for first level. And let's replace the studded leather with the chainmail shirt. Gives us a little less dex, but still lets us use all our dex in a slightly higher armor class, but one better armor class. So that gets us up to an 18 armor. Can't complain about that. Well, I could, but it would be pointless. And I, of course, loot everything. Always loot everything. Don't show tutorial. Because why have loot if no one's going to take it? Of course, we do have the issue that I don't have a great strength, so we will probably be dropping the less valuable armor because armor's heavy and not worth a lot. Alignment's lawful neutral. And here we rescue Tartuccio, or do we?
Watch each other.
Ooh.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But
Not at
it's
all.
all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
Yeah, that's always a problem with lawfuls, is that if you truly play your alignment, you have no money. And you know, I'm just liberating stuff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 10 goes right. We're just relocating objects. Well, like one of the things in the thing, you have the thing about stealing the gold from the box, but she doesn't mention anything when you loot her entire treasure room. So, but no, I traditionally do not let the characters use the spells themselves. And that, though I should, considering how bad I am and remembering to have them use spells. So I'm getting better. Besides, I'm lawful neutral. Let's say it's payment for protecting her. I'm not stealing. I'm just taking my payment.
Can you make it?
And here is the most dangerous encounter in this entire tutorial. I don't think I'll have problems with it, but this can be a very dangerous one. But in this case, I don't think so.
Just die already!
Skills exceed yours.
This may be the easiest I've ever... This is the easiest I have ever gotten through this room. Maybe they made it a little easier because people complain, but that was... No, they didn't sneak attack me successfully once. No damage. They died in single blows. Well, I guess the one guy took 2 blows. I always expect there should be like something in this room. It's all these bookshelves and that. And there's nothing in there. Okay. Oh, look. Dead bodies. Hide armor and a heavy mace. You would think I would have what's in all these rooms memorized as many times as I've gone through this part. Though they actually did, I think, change out some... I think they added a couple things in the treasure cache. Like, I think there's a pair of Masterwork nunchucks in there for your monks who start out. Okay, so we got fish, and of course, just lost Nabelroffel's book on cooking. I sort of like that because you actually learn about the character long before you meet him because you get one of his books. And I have mixed feelings about the gnome. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I just find him very, very annoying. There is still a bug right now that I can't get mercenaries in the beta, so I won't be doing any tricky mercenary stuff. Though I do like the fact that mercenaries can now be advisors. I don't know what the rules are yet for them, but apparently, yes, if you hire a mercenary, depending on their class and stats and that, they can actually be...
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down. Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Very first time I played this and I saw the ice giant show up, it was like at first level. But fortunately, we never have to fight him. I did notice here now he basically, there's an effect for when he freezes them to death. Plus he grunts. I don't think he grunted before. I could be wrong. Okay. And you do get a lot of healing potions out of this initial run. Okay, we have a shield now. I don't think shield hurts us. We can't use the shield once we're actually become an Adori Sword Lord, but I think we're okay to use a shield till then. So we will grab that for now. And off we go here. Dexterity. I have some of that. Okay, so I should concentrate on the assassin. And I haven't been having her sing. I should probably actually have her sing. But most of the fights are quick enough that it's not an issue. Now I should save her singing for the final battle. Oop. And here we are at the armory.
Anything else?
Yeah, we're going to be moving slower.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Even though we've been stealing everything else.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over.
No distractions. If you haven't forgotten, they're trying to kill us.
Finally, a voice of reason.
Do what you want. I don't care. It was just a suggestion. But there's a lot of money in that chest, and with all these bandits running around, it wouldn't be any better if they stole it.
Tread lightly.
And we're going to meet someone soon enough that will deal with the being overloaded. Once we get her strength added, we'll be fine.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Where does one actually find a small army of hired assassins? I guess if you're a king. Let's go ahead and sort our stuff here. Sort. And I gotta remember, I always accidentally sell my ever-burning torches, which I don't want to do. There are reasons to keep them. Because I don't think you can find them anywhere outside of the beginning. Maybe you can buy them someplace.
Look here!
And there goes our little thievy type.
Applause, please. I see something. Applause, please.
I spotted something.
I've never figured out if everyone gets a perception chance or just the first person, or how that actually works. Because apparently different, you can tell by who says who found it. Oh, and before I get farther, I need to remember to change my party order.
Let us be careful.
Get the squishies out of the front. Excuse me, out of the front. Hiccups. Doom, 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 doom. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jumanji's cache has to be here somewhere. Well, hurry up before. Stop! Somebody's
You
coming.
cannot stand against me.
Serves you right.
One down. What did they say about a cache? Curious. Oops, open the door.
We should move.
And let's see if I can do this from memory. I think it's this one.
And Lindsay was called for.
And then this one. And
I
then
shall not fail.
this one. Yep. And then to open the other door, it's
Just letting the ink dry.
this one
The road awaits.
and this one. Yay.
State your desire.
Loot. See? Masterwork nunchas. I think they put those in for the monks. So the monks would actually have a monkish weapon they could use. Though it's an exotic, isn't it? So the monks would have to take a feat to actually use it. Oh well.
Let us bide our time.
And of course, the most important thing in here is the potion of cure blindness. Right there. Potion of remove blindness, sorry. Okay. That can definitely be useful later on. Okay, out into the courtyard.
Scared? You should be. Unworthy.
And
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
you're like you sound like a Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends.
I don't think we've met.
I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive.
There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
More corpses on the floor here. It's not easy to wash out blood, you know. This is it. My time has come, old Grotus.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
Aren't you being a bit premature? Look at yourself. You barely got a scratch.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Boom, boom, boom. And off we go. Let's change our order up again here. And let's go ahead and change out our... Let's go to this one. I tend to like this is a more better formation.
The path is clear.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
So we'll cover our mouths and before we rush inside. I always choose this, but the problem with choosing this is that if you miss the roll, everyone gets tired. But we'll do it anyway. But we succeeded, yay! So the only one that should be tired is Valerie. Yep, she's the only one who's fatigued. Took me a while to figure out why sometimes my people were fatigued and sometimes... Oh, let's go ahead before we go in there. There we go. That's better. Collect all the stuff we missed and leave. Wow. 98-point critical hit and she's still standing. She is tough. Okay. So let us run up here until it starts combat.
Be careful, everyone.
Now we will have you do your thing. And I guess we'll let everyone else run up. Wow. We are really mowing through these guys. I guess I've never done it where my main character was a fighter for a long time. Fighters are just really good in this game for mowing through things. Most things. Oh, she must have changed. Oh, I don't think so. She was just throwing water instead of fire, Lau. Okay, so let's scoop up all the stuff, goodies. And
thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why she wasn't killed. The bandits recognized her as one of their own by the signet ring.
I have no connection to Pitax, but Tartuccio's name, accent, and clothes seem like he came straight from there, which of course looks more like they might be Erivaldi's spy.
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I forgot to put the ring on, didn't I? Oh well.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
I bet my life the spies anyone but this woman. I saw how she dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with her through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand. He's got the eyes of a spy. And the mug of a spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed her true colors. She forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Forgive me for my trespass. In my defense, we were in the middle of a battle in dire need of weapons.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick she pulled right before we came in here? She knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, she dallied as long as she could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. She was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but she behaved decently, as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join her team. She seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this woman. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
On the road again. We're back on the road again.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Yeah, I discovered if you pick one of the pre-done, one of the ones that come in the game, the character shows up here, which I didn't realize before. Because I quite often take custom photos. And we're going to be dumping stuff soon, but... I think they're making it move faster along the road. And I should change this order again. You take that one. You take that one. You take that one. And you sing. Oh, I got all of them. That's not very common.
And so they walked on.
Okay, now we have to drop stuff. How much do we have to drop? Almost 200, over 200 pounds. That's a lot. Now, first to go will be all the padded armor. That would be the advantage of the army of mastodons, the sheer amount of carrying capacity you'd have with all those mastodons. Okay, we still need to drop more weight. So these weigh 3 pounds each. They don't really give us that much. Let's drop the leather armor. And that gets us under. Okay, we're good to go. Leave.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Okay. I'm okay with that setup.
Once I killed a whole herd of mammoths. But our camp was too far away. So I tied their trunks together and dragged them home for 2 days.
Those must have been tiny mammoths, the size of squirrels.
You better watch out if the Mary goes against you with your army of mammoths. He apparently likes to drag them around for fun. And continue. Let's rest one more time before we go in.
tried to count how many enemies you've killed?
A lot. There aren't even such high numbers. If someone wanted to count that high, they'd have to start making up new numbers a long time ago.
I actually sort of like getting the speeches on the main map. Okay, now we can enter. There goes poor Boken.
Let's head out.
In the name of the Stag Lord, haha, lawful authority in the stolen land, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Olag? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Olag, we just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up the painted rag of yours. You come here, squeeze us dry, and come... Ah, you must be the guest from Rostov. My task is to clear these lands of bandits. I'll start right now. Retreat. We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from camp. No way. Just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. To arms, everyone.
Enemy near. Attack!
Ooh, 31 points of damage. Loot the bodies. Collect all. Okay. Take that, you scoundrels. But now, the girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what do we do? If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show these rats what's what. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay inside. It's all over. I saw it. I just need to be sure you were all right. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You said the bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. This land teems with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levinton is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There's some pretty solid traps around some tar and a box of alchemist fire. Looks like. Alchemist fire? We could put it in the gate, light it with a burning arrow, then those bandits are nearby. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. All right, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a bow back in my day. I'm going to look around. Think on the best way to use the tar and traps. All right. As soon as you're finished here, let us know. And don't leave the post. The bandits could return any time. Olog, I'd like to see your goods. I need to sell a bunch of stuff. Don't know what good trading will serve if these bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but all right. Have a look. So let's set this for non-magical and not sell you guys. And we're going to sell the Masterwork Nunchucks. And I'm actually going to sell the +1 bracers because I never really used them. And early money's good. And I'm not going to keep books. Okay, that should take care of that. Deal. And we will buy more stuff later, but first we'll do our level ups. Okay. So if we put it over Adori Sword Lord, I need Dazzling Display, 3 Perception, 3 World Knowledge, 5 Persuasion, and 3 Mobility. So let's go ahead and do next here. So what was it again? Perception, World Knowledge, Persuasion, and Mobility. So Persuasion, Perception, and Mobility. And it will take us to, we won't be able to do that till 6th level because we can only get 1 persuasion each time. So hopefully that's what one of the reasons you had to have a 13 is you needed the extra plus skill point, even though you only get it every other level. Okay, so next. So we can do the equivalent of power attack, which we may do later. So I think we'll go ahead and get Adarli Dueling Mastery at this point. That way we can get rid of the shield. And then 3rd level we'll take Dazzling Display, and then 4th level we'll take our Weapon Specialization. So next, and complete. So next we're just going to take a level in Fighter for her. Boom. Oh, and this is another new thing they show us, is who has the highest in stats. So we're going to make her our athletics check person. We get people better than in that. Right now, she's our best for Religion Lore, though we'll be getting a Cleric soon. But let's go ahead and have her take another in Religious Lore. And we get 1 more point. Let's just give her 1 in Perception. I don't know. Let's give her 1 in World Knowledge. She can always become a cook if we need. Okay, next. Weapon Focus. Bastard Sword. Next. Complete. Okay, our Fearless Barbarian. We'll give another level in Barbarian. Next. And we'll keep her going up in the same 4 skills. Next. Do we want armor class better or hit better? I think we'll go with armor class. She always suffers from bad armor class. Okay, complete. Our fearless little bard, we're going to give a level in rogue. Gives her sneak attack, weapon finesse. Lets her find magical traps. It's a really good choice for her. So we will take trickery, arcana, world knowledge, persuasion, use magic item. She gets 1 more, and we will put that in. Actually, let's take 1 less in persuasion. Have her take mobility and perception. And next. And complete. So everyone's up a level. We don't have anyone to memorize spells, so we should be good there. So let's go around and grab the stuff we need to grab. And then sell again. Upgrade our armors, and then we should be good. Of course, again, I've done this so many times, I know where everything is. Get the trap set. And of course, have to steal the potatoes. Can't leave potatoes sitting unused. And then we'll use the tar. We'll grab the goods. Go up here. Grab that, and of course the rope. Need to have the rope. So we'll do a little equipment buying here. So we're going to sell the heavy crossbow, the heavy mace, the longsword, the masterwork light mace. No, I don't think we'll sell that. We'll sell that. Okay. So armor. So we'll give the shield to somebody else. Problem is we don't want to wear any armor heavier than this chain shirt because we want to keep our dex bonus. So I guess we actually don't have anything there. What do we got for cash? 1,500. So we could buy full plate, but that would let us not buy anything else. So let's buy half plate for Valerie. She's currently wearing hide. Let's get her a breastplate. Let's get our armors out here. So we're going to give you this and this, so that if you need to go hand to hand, you can. I'm going to replace that with a breastplate. Going to replace your banded with half plate. Now we could replace your tower shield temporarily with, because right now the tower shield is giving you a -2 to hit. Now let's leave the tower shield for now. And you are going to get rid of the shield. Rid of the shield. Because now you have the same armor class with the shield. Actually, you have better armor class without the shield. So that's good. So we could give you... Oh well. So let's go ahead and give you the Wanda Magic Missile. That leaves us 719 gold. So we can afford one Masterwork weapon, which we will buy a Masterwork Dueling Sword. Oh, and I keep forgetting to put the ring on. Oh, we got enough now to buy 2 Masterwork weapons. So what we're going to do is buy a Masterwork Dueling Sword and a Masterwork Light Crossbow. Which leaves us 4 whole gold. Yay! So you go ahead and put on the ring. Let's get you up to a 21 armor class. You're a 23 armor class. You're only a 17. And you are a 16 unless you're fighting melee, then you're a 17, I think. Yep. So we're going to swap out your weapon for the Masterwork. And we're going to swap out your weapon for the Masterwork. Whoops. +8 hit at 2nd level is not something to sneeze about. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and start the bandit run. Everyone does their I have to keep him from killing Olaf.
To victory!
Okay, so you need to start your song.
They go down! Do not falter!
A solid plan.
I think I got their front row pretty much taken out by the traps. I should have charged, actually. Okay, pretty straightforward fight. Salute their bodies. And go talk to Olaf. You rats got what you deserve. Now I'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Boken Bat out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lady, head up to your guest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If there were more common, if that were a more common practice in the world, I think life would be so much better. And of course they get slowed by the tar. I think they may have made that fight a little easier too, or the traps more effective. Or maybe it's just random. Grab some food for our supplies. She won't talk to us yet. I'm glad it's all over, even if that was a fight. We'll talk tomorrow once you've rested. We'll go over here and see if we make a really lucky perception roll. We don't. And we'll head upstairs. There's a cache of money there that's pretty hard to find. And we'll see if she lucks out. Nope.
I'm sorry.
So we don't get what's in that chest, which is fine. And that. And that. And here's our goodie chest. Okay, before we sleep, let's go ahead and hand this stuff out. So she gets the Rod of Death Ponies and the Ring of Arcane Missiles. You get the Ruler's Mantle. Let's get rid of the Potion of Feather Step. You get the Ember and the Fairy Dragon. And the Belt of Constitution and Anti-Poison. I'm missing a cloak, aren't I? Oh no, I already gave her the cloak. The Ruler's Mantle cloak. Never mind. And then we'll give you the Helmet of Morale and the Saving Throw cloak. That leaves us to Blessed Signet. For now, we'll give it to you until we have a cleric. Doesn't do any good. As long as she's singing, they're both morale bonuses, so they don't stack. So until we're running without our little Barty friend, we'll be fine. Okay, and then so I don't sell them, we're going to go ahead and put our ever-burning torches in here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and sleep.
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
What do you want from me?
Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Sorry, I get carried away in the fighting. I haven't been reading stuff, so bye, Tengil. I did say bye even though you already left. And of course, I would not be surprised if they did on a possible turn-based option in the future, but I also would not be expecting it, so I'm sure that was in jest, but I would like a turn option, but oh, you're still here. Now you're gone. Okay. Okay. The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog?
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
All right, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger. But our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Okay, let us go. So I need to talk to Svetlana. I always say those names wrong. Everyone knows how famous I am for mispronouncing things. Good day. I hope you're feeling all right after the battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What do you want? What do you want to ask me? This is a very personal request and maybe not important enough for your time. I completely understand if you say no. But the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, the ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's house, fearing that I had misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid, and everyone around would laugh. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved on the inside. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. And in fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. I'd be happy to help, Svetlana. What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom, a kingdom of fear and oppression. It would be a kingdom of lawlessness. Once I've dealt with the Stag Lord, your life will improve. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. I have to go. Farewell. Oops. I need to go over and talk to you. Greetings. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well, anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say as he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Show me your wares, Olog. Nothing too good for such a good person. I'm not good, I'm neutral. Okay. We'll sell that. And that. I'm going to go ahead and I'll keep the bark skin. I'll keep the enlarged person. I'm going to sell the feather step. And the potion of vanish. Otherwise they'll just clutter up and never be able to find anything. Okay. And I really don't need any other equipment at this point, so we'll head off. We're off to see the wizard. Do 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 do. And we're off with our party. Now I traditionally, and will do the same in this, is I do stuff in the order so I can get the extra henchmen instead of I noticed they changed the wooden figures, so it's an archer. I think they changed it to the different encounters, like if you encounter a monster, it gives you a generic monster encounter. Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. I don't like this old man. Looks like he's the kind who can cast the evil eye. Who are you? Remus, but that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look, and no one else can. Invisible fog, does this mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tartuccio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb, south of the trading post. Thank you. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy and now gives death. All the more reason to not linger. Farewell. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties, claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. I don't think we ever see that mysterious man again or even find out what his story is. But for now, he told us where Tartuccio is. Okay, and down the road we go, and down the road we go. And this way. Yes, I may have memorized some of the early beginning of this map. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, let's turn on the show locations. I should have probably rested because I know my bard gets tired easy.
tread lightly.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and collared trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golarion!
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Heron, I would be happy to see you among my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio.
Side with you? I cannot say if there be sense in that. I am satisfied in serving Tartuccio as much as anyone else. Grotus's peace awaits us all in the end.
Well, I guess I don't get a cleric. Viathrel, isn't Tartuccio's arrogance long past what you can suffer? I can find far better use for a companion such as you. At least I got one of them.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of her enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Make an epic pose. I need inspiration.
Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is have you sing your little song. And we will have you go there, and you go there, and you go there. Okay. Then we're going to have you use the all-powerful staff of Summon Death Ponies. Summon a Death Pony.
Protect me, please.
Then we're going to have you run over here. Gotta love murder ponies. Those who didn't play the alpha, the original first level summon spell summoned the death ponies. And many of us still like the death ponies. So, take another level in Inquisitor. Let's see. We already have someone reasonable in athletics, but let's give her another in athletics. Arcana, religion, perception, and persuasion. She actually can learn every single skill. So we may have to use her for other stuff in the future. And let's have her learn Cure Light. And I don't think she memorizes spells. I don't think.
Share your will.
Nope, she does not memorize spells.
Just letting the ink dry.
State your desire.
Does that even work on her? let's replace days with that. I didn't know she had acid splash. I still don't know what that is. Is it power attack? Maybe that... No, except she doesn't have power attack. Oh well. I'm sure it will be one of the first things fixed. Okay, what did we find? We got our +1 shield. Huh. When I was testing earlier, I got a gnome war pick out of here, and this time I didn't. Oh well. Scam mail, some normal shields. So let's go ahead and give you a normal shield. Now we'll keep you on the crossbow because that gets you from not having minuses. Okay. And we're going to have you go out alone here.
I see something. Would you look at that?
Apparently she didn't find it. Let's have you wander out here, see if we get another chance. This gives me a chance to test how this works. Because I know there's a trap there. She didn't spot it. But she did. So obviously multiple characters do get a chance. So there is a reason to have perception on multiple characters.
Anything is possible. It's just not my lucky day.
Okay, now let's see if we can get some lucky rolls.
Let us be careful.
So, nature lore. We don't need a super lucky roll here. This one we need a luckier roll. We'll follow the footprints. Mobility. She's our best still. And we make all our rolls. So we get to have this encounter.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Dragon, glory, dragon! We know! The Midas under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. Very assistant. Stop deceiving these poor reptiles, Tartuccio.
Who is there? How? Here, you fools! I mean tribesmen. Don't listen. listen to her lies. I shall bring you to glory. Just help me find the relic and stop this trickster.
Running won't help you!
I keep forgetting to have her go berserk. Forget what recipe we get here. Oh, haggis. Okay. Let's go ahead and learn the haggis recipe. There we go. Sort stuff, and then let's do a quick walk around the map, get the various stuff that's in the corners. Used to be these were healing potions, but now they're bottles of port. Of course, we already have 23 healing potions, which we may be using more than normal since we didn't get our friend the cleric. Maybe not. I don't think we actually have that many fights. We're not good, so we're going to have to fight the bandits at the creek.
The path is clear.
And I think we have a few miscellaneous around the house. I don't think we get into major fighting until we get to Sycamore.
Something here.
I don't know the port has any use except for money. But it doesn't auto sell. I haven't actually looked at respect yet. I'm not sure how you do a respect. Is there an option? Do. Yeah, I've heard rumors that there's a respect, but I don't actually know how it happens. I don't. If it's in town, we probably don't get it till we're in the kingdom.
I've spotted something.
Because I haven't seen anything new in the. Well, it might be with the mercenary guy. We can check with the mercenary guy. I know that hiring mercenaries is broken in the beta right now. But I do like the fact that the mercenaries now can be. Can be advisors. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but I know that that's now an option. That will help with those crucial missing advisors. See, I'm not good, so I can't actually get out of this without a fight. Well, look who's here. You can tell me everything you know about the Stag Lord and where he's hiding, or you can die. That's so. If anyone's going to be pushing up daisies, it won't be me. Okay. So you need to do your song again. I should have rested. I really should have rested. Because now I don't get my death pony. Okay, and wasted magic missiles. That time I didn't even get a chance to waste them. Didn't get a chance to waste them again. And again, didn't get a chance to waste them, and again. Okay, apparently ran through those fairly quickly. There's Slipveller's ring and a couple of masterwork hand axes. I got beat up a little. And that's sweet potatoes. So let's talk to our friend here. Praise Estril. Someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Carvken. I'm a priest of Aristel from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river, said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Estrel is meant to help honest people, not robbers. I'm glad I could help. Oh, these times, to be as surprised to meet an honest woman as to see a manicore at a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I'm exhausted in my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle this mission given to me by Aristel on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to Olog Leventon's trading post to rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, if you happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk, come inform old Jod. My gratitude will show no bounds. Okay. See if we make our lockpick rolls.
Anything else?
Made that one. We have another one here. And let's head over here. So do we want to poison the wine? This doesn't seem a very lawful thing to do. But I've never had it work, so let's try it anyway. I don't know if it worked. Oh, it worked. So hopefully that should weaken our friend there. So let's get some healing done, what little we can.
Adventures call to them.
And that is pretty much all we can do. That is our entire healing capability. I think we're tough enough to, in good enough shape to take on the last couple bandits.
What a surprise.
Would you look at that? Applause, please. Applause, please.
I actually trapped one of those finally and discovered it basically summons a wolf that attacks you. What am I seeing? There he is.
Serves you right.
We will prevail.
What's that?
Then again, I could just critical and kill them in 2 strikes. Oh, that's where the gnome thingy was. Must have been from him. So let's have our tankety tank put on the ring here. Get him up to a 24 armor class. And while we're at it, let's memorize our sweet pancake recipe. Another new thing they put in here, if you notice, this is one of the fragments, but what it says here is you acquired this fragment while exploring the ancient tomb. So it actually tells you where you found stuff. So it'll make it helpful for everyone who's trying to map where they found and which one they're missing. Yeah, this is the thing, the gnome hooked hammer. I thought we found it in the ancient tomb, but apparently we found it here among the bandits. I don't think there's anything up here. Nope, nothing up there. And I like to explore the entire map because I don't always remember where everything is, and plus sometimes you find those little fragments just in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Okay, looks like we've explored the whole map, but we missed this. It's probably just... Oh, it's another part of the scorched fragment of a necklace. See? That's why you have to explore everything. I'm sure there's someone who's made a list of where everything is. Okay, so we know where the abandoned house is. But I think the first thing we're going to do is rest. We have another person. So let's have her, just in case we're surprised, we'll have her summon her undead guardians. I am not great at that, am I? Nope. Okay. They're not talking. Hopefully there's not audio problems. Oh, no, there's the normal audio. Not sure what was going on there. Okay. Old Oak's down there? Or is it Lone Oak up here? I thought there's an oak tree up here.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Stay away from me, you spook! I'll tear off your hands before you can blink.
You flatter yourself. I've no interest in primitive boneheads.
Well, they're a little better. You are here. Please follow me. Wow, that is one strong bunny that makes that tree wave. Father, please, I looked for herbs you asked for. They just weren't enough to... Silence! Did you forget the rules? You speak when I say. You do as I say. But Father, 3 times. Enough. I can't. Enough. Rotten wooden racks, long ago used for drying herbs.
Something here.
A little bit of treasure.
You cannot stand against me.
The log's old notes. I'm not going to read all these notes.
I've spotted something.
Do. Where have you been? I told you to prepare everything for the ritual. You will never give me orders again. What? Well then, summon your power, or maybe you'd like to try the acid. I am your slave no longer. Not your toy. Not your son. Enough. I won't kill you. Your powers will be of use to me. From now on, you do as I say. You speak when I speak. And I couldn't get to rest in time. Do. And in this bag is a potion, a ring. I don't remember there being a lot of stuff in here before. Ooh, a locked chest.
Anything else?
Masterwork Earthbreaker and a Masterwork Dwarven Uglosh. Wow, they definitely, I think, added more weapons.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this fog.
Not many have heard a voice from above, and fewer still are those who followed it to a positive outcome.
Tell me what to do next.
Search the area around the hut. Try to find anything that remained of the druid who lived here. I am sure the fog is his doing. This suffocating veil is as vicious as his nature. We should learn more about the fog and the ritual through which it was created. Return to me if you find anything. The past may hide the answers that shape the future.
I'll return later. Farewell.
I will be waiting.
You see that?
It's one of the tokens of a dryad. Some stuff.
What's that?
You come again. Did you find something?
I found the druid's notes. They mention a temple of the elk. Can you help us?
An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You'll need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
I have a clear goal now. I'll continue my journey.
To arms! Bring it! Yeah.
A wolf skin out of it, and nope, that chest is still empty. And then we have the little stuff on the floor that's just a story.
Let's head out.
Okay, I am going to take a short break to get some fresh drink and to use the restroom. I will be back in 5. There are several differences in the enhanced. A lot of them are quality of life improvements in the kingdom. They added the Slayer and the new prestige class, the Andori Sword Lord. They gave you the option to be able to turn off your backpack and hat. And lots of bug fixes. It's free to everyone, so it's basically just, they'd been gathering data for quite a while on changes, and a lot of the changes in Kingdom I think are very good changes. I don't know if we'll actually get anywhere near Kingdom.
I feel tired.
But that's what I remember off the top of my head.
You were a judge for many years in your homeland. I don't understand. What made you turn against the law?
Laws are written by those in power, and not to constrain themselves, but to dominate the powerless. He who respects the law is worthy of contempt, like a slave who honors his shackles.
So there's the oak that strayed. I think there's stuff that I haven't seen before going in here. That's just a natural resource. So let's go and sell some stuff, turn in Savannah's ring, talk to Jod, get the quest to kill the big boar. I'm hoping the proc, before I have to fight the tree ant bear, I'm hoping to proc the slavers so I can get Octavia and the other guy. Listen, since you dispatched the bandits with such skill, maybe you can help us with another problem? There's a feral swine living here in the woods, not a normal wild pig. We're talking about a vicious boar, as big as a bear and wicked as a devil. The locals call him Tuskgutter. Many hunters have lost life and limb to him. Veckrel Benzen found his lair and went to kill the beast, but came back with one leg. He put a bounty on the boar's head, but it looks like there aren't any heroes around here bold enough to claim it. Maybe you will rid us of this monster. Hey, we're better than local wussies, right? What's your bet I can chop this Tuskgutter's snout with a single swipe? Come on, let's find out. Alright, let's go kill the Tuskgutter. Right, that's the way I like it. Let's do it. Because we also have Boken's quest to do, but I don't. Since the one quest is timed, I don't want to get it until we have somebody with a fire spell. Sorry there. Show me your wares. Okay, so what else do we want to sell here? Do we need a Dwarven Yugosh? Nah. Do we need a Masterwork Earthbreaker? It's a big club. Nope. We don't need Masterwork Hand Axes. We don't need a Masterwork Heavy Flail. We don't need a Gnome Hooked Hammer. And we don't need a book. Okay, we'll keep the sword, stud leather +1. We want to give that to somebody. So we can give it to you. And let you keep. So it's no armor check penalty. Oh no, we want to give it to our thievy type. I thought I'd given her a chain. Oh well. So that has no armor check penalty, so it won't interfere and gives her a reasonable armor class. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep the sword. Okay. Oh, we could sell. I don't know any reason not to sell the port. Okay. Let us talk to Jod over here.
How may I serve you?
Tell me about the visions that led you to the Temple of the Elk.
That's why I'm here.
I've heard of the Temple of the Elk from a local nymph. She believes a mad druid who served the Stag Lord once performed his rituals there. It seems that's where the magic mist comes from.
To defile the ancient shrine of Erastil, and with such unnatural magic. How could it be that this druid wasn't completely exhausted?
What do you need? Why do you need to find this temple?
What is there to understand? The gods do not send us visions for no reason. We must go to the temple. Then I believe we shall discover the true meaning and wisdom of Erastil's will.
What do you want from me?
Find the Temple of the Elk. I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself. Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I'll repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
Okay, let's go throw some stuff in our chest and rest. Oh, we need to return Slavana's ring. I found your ring, Slavana. Crestel, the bandit woman who had it, tried to kill me and died in the fight. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Crestel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina. Before all this, she was the daughter of my mother and her second husband and my half-sister. But I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed, Mother complained about Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try to help Irina. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits was enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. And now, meeting such an end, I realize you did what you had to. Perhaps it's all the best. But still, I wonder if anything could have turned out differently. Thank you for returning my ring to me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to be alone for a little while. Gives us a bunch of camping rations. Okay. Now go throw stuff in the box.
Tread lightly.
It's the kitty cat. I'll keep the clues. Okay, sleep time. Well, that's right. Soon we're going to be getting the bad dreams, too. I don't know when those start either.
The path is clear.
I think they're random. Okay. So let's go ahead and take care of the bad dreams before they start. Now they're supposed to have added a lot of more differences to the random encounters, which I could use. They weren't very variants, so I think they put more of the creatures in them. Skin. Got a lucky skinning roll again. I don't know if the beta actually counts for... Well, apparently it does count for achievements. I'm just heading off, seeing if I can head off. I haven't tried this. But sooner or later you get the bad dreams when you can't sleep. And I want to see if I can head those off.
I see something.
A selection of stuff.
I'll go ahead.
Apparently we didn't find the other. There's another one up here. There you are. Hold on. Let me mute stuff here. Sorry about that. I wasn't planning on that. Let me finish this up. There you are. Who are you? Derek Neville. How did you die? Visions. What do you want from me? Death to the Stag Lord. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something you were going to do anyway? It makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. Very well, I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. Come later, take the spear. Okay. That should hopefully prevent the nightmares.
The path is clear.
Okay. Finding lots of stuff to explore. I don't remember that one.
Thing would be nice, don't you think?
Let us rest.
Look at me. I am Jathal. Boo! I am a horrifying undead elf. Where's my scythe? Urgathoa will give you the wisdom of death. You are so pathetic, you ridiculous short-lived... Oops.
Careful. I might make you into my own private jester. You'll be telling me your jokes forever and ever.
I think we're going to go take care of Tuskgutter, and then I will probably take a break. I will probably do either more tonight or some tomorrow. It's a holiday weekend after all. Is this our swamp encounter? Yep, this is our swamp encounter. Hey, you, stop right there. Kalon, look at this one. She will do. This one, I suppose, but I don't like her snout. Listen, you tramps, we're from the Technic League. Our slave died and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one you will give. No negotiations with slavers. I really don't like slavers either. Big mistake. Okay. So, you... Do we want to start your song, or let's have you start your song. And let's have you charge that one, and you charge that one, and you go berserk and charge that one, and you charge that one. Wow, that was quick. She's already teleported out. So let's have you summon a deaf pony.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Then we will use magic missiles on this person. I guess we will be using magic missiles on this person.
Avenge me.
Did I get anyone blinded? Ooh, I managed to not get anyone blinded, did I? That's unusually good for me. And the Death Pony actually stays around for a full minute, not just one round, so he's actually sort of useful, at least at these low levels. Okay.
What troubles you?
Here I am. See?
Oops, wrong character.
The undead is such a frivolous term. I prefer immortal, eternal, everlasting.
Okay. That gets everyone together. So I think the way out is actually down here at the bottom of the map. So let's try the Arcana first. Ooh, we succeeded. And let's try the Knowledge. We succeeded again. Let's try the Lore. Oh, we failed that. But we found their camp. That's the important thing. And I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. And be back some other time, either later tonight or tomorrow. So hopefully people enjoyed it. I will probably be starting a new Let's Play once the enhanced version is released. I have some ideas on what I'm going to do, but I may do stuff differently after I play with this some more. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me dislikes fine, but please tell me why you disliked it. So as always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming.